your name with a heart and a crown, because that's exactly what you are, a queen.
Bosa, you there?
Hey, I'm Aaron Barbosa from Bosaballz, better known as Bosa, and I'm next up. You know, on Instagram, I share the stuff on the stories, and some people watch it, some don't. And I mean, if I could get one person to go over to your podcast, to Kique's podcast, to Lady Tiz, if it's one person, I'm like, you know, hey, that's good, you know. Can you survive 5 whole minutes? The passion grew, the love grew, and at the same time, it helped me concentrate, lifted me up. I found a place of peace. This is my snake room. I call it my place of peace. I want to give a shout out to everyone.
What's up, guys? I'm your host, Jonathan McLean, and today we have the one and only Bosaballz. I am super excited to have him on, and I'm sure you guys are excited to be able to watch him anytime that he goes on a show or a podcast, any lives, or even post content. Everyone is just glued to him, what he has to say, the positivity that he brings to our community. So I'm super grateful to have him. So let's bring him on.
Hey,
Kique, what's going on, Mr. Bosaballz? How is it going today?
It's going good, man. How's everybody doing today?
How's everybody doing in the chat? Let's shout out some people, kind of see who's up here today. And man, comments are already like 10 pages long, I swear. Tammy from Tamathis Reptile says, first, thank you so much. I know whenever I saw you, I think I came on here like 30, 40 minutes early. So you've been here quite a while. Morbid came through. What is up, Morbid? We got Stan.
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah. All right. Got your lovely wife. Thank you so much for supporting, of course. You know, I know you have such a wonderful family. They're always got your back, always supporting you. And then, yeah, of course, we get to see them, you know, throughout the community as well. So that's super awesome. Thank you for coming out. We got Mr. Ken up here. Thank you, Ken. Actually, I know you were just on his show a week or two as well. So awesome. All right. All right. So many people. We got John up here. What up? What up? Yeah, I was telling Bosa that last couple weeks I've been forgetting to do this for you guys like right away. So my apologies, but I got it this time. Darlene. Yeah, the amazing Darlene. Thank you for making it out. Man, there's so many comments, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you go ahead and like this video too. And if you aren't subbed to Bosa, make sure you do that as well. Gio from Eden's Den, thank you so much for coming out, for sharing the posts and promoting what we're doing tonight. I really appreciate it. I can't stay too long. That's all right. Well, thank you for coming out anyways. Guy Wiz, what is up?
Bro?
Yeah. Yeah, so many awesome people here tonight. Let's see. Kent is made it out. Yeah. What is good? Man, so many people, you guys. It looks like we got 17 people right here. Got Leviathan Snakes. Thank you so much, Stephen and Courtney. I have these two amazing people coming on. I think it's in 2 weeks. So next week I have Adam from Prop Royals. The week after that, Leviathan Snakes. It's an awesome month. February is awesome. Amazing people. I mean, I've been trying to get amazing people, but I don't think any of you aren't amazing. So always an honor to have all you guys. Locked and Loaded, Ball Pythons, Frank. Thank you so much. Man, I don't think I could keep up. Christina. Oh, Christina. There's Christina. What is up, Christina? Thank you
Hey,
so much for coming by and supporting us. Oh, I seen Eric up here. Eric's more factory.
what's up, brother?
The lovely Lady Tiz
Oh,
Exotics, the lovely Nicole. Good show this morning. You killed it.
yes.
I was telling Bosa that so I've been working overnights and I'm like actually starting a new job, but my body's still stuck on the overnights. So I this morning, you know, caught your show and everything, and oh my gosh, I mean I couldn't miss it, but I was so tired today. So I'm doing good now, but couldn't miss your show. Your show's awesome. I love listening to you. Gershon has made it. What is up, Gershon?
What's up, brother?
Yeah. Bolt Coast Exotics. Man, there's a lot more of you guys than I thought. Snugster, what is up, man?
Nugs.
Yeah.
Bold Coast. I didn't shout you out.
Jay Slithers, what's good? What's good? All right. You know, I think that's caught us up. Once again, thank you everybody for coming out. Make sure you like this video. At any point in the video, leave a comment. I love it when you guys leave comments. And then if you aren't subscribed to Bosaballz, make sure you go ahead and do that. So Kique, can I call you that?
Yeah.
Did I say it right? I know a lot of people get that wrong.
You said it right. Perfect.
Awesome, man. Now I'm curious, what does that mean? How did you get that name? What does that mean? Because I know your first name is Aaron, right?
My middle name is Enriquez, and
Okay.
Spanish nickname for Enriquez is Kique. So
Gotcha. Okay, so that makes sense. Now, so just go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
well, Marin. I guess y'all know my middle name now, Enriquez. Barbosa. I obviously enjoy the reptile community. I'm a part of it, specifically with the ball pythons, but I love all the reptiles. I've made it a family thing, and not only with my family, but with the family I found here in the community. So it's always awesome. I'm known as the cheerleader or the super supporter.
The ambassador, that's what I call it. I think that's a reputation you definitely have earned. Yeah, I mean, I like calling you the ambassador. It sounds so cool because you are.
Yeah.
You're out there promoting everybody, you're supporting everyone. It seems like you're in everyone's lives, leaving comments, you know, spreading love, positivity. So, you know, we all appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to Emilio who nicknamed me that. Emilio Reptiles.
Okay, yeah, for sure. We got a couple more people in here. We got Cole. Thank you for coming out, Cole.
Oh.
Derek, Big D's. We got Vibin. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
So, Kique, where are you from? I know you're in Florida. What part of Florida are you in?
South Florida, Homestead, to be specific.
Homestead?
Miami-Dade. right next to Everglades.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I've only been to Florida once. It was Orlando, like when I was like 12, 13. We went to Disney World. Yeah, Disney World. So we were out there for like 2 weeks. It rained every single day for 2 weeks. They shut down all the rides early, literally every day. But I didn't like that part of it. But we did, you know, my family did find some time to like go fishing and stuff, and I caught like some of the biggest fish I ever caught. So that was cool. And then seeing like lizards run around everywhere. Florida's a neat place for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So how long have you been in Homestead?
In Homestead, since I was probably 6 years old.
Oh, okay. Nice.
32 years.
Yeah. Do you plan on moving anywhere else, or is that where you're kind of settling down?
This is probably the spot for me, unless it gets real bad and I'm at risk of losing my animals, then it'll be time to move.
Yeah. Do you have to worry about hurricanes and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't worry about it. I'm used to them, but yeah,
okay.
Just got to be prepared, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you kind of did give it away a little bit, but how old are you? I'm curious.
30, 38, 30, 39. I forget.
Okay. You forget.
Around there.
Okay, so let me ask you this: when's your birthday? I'm just curious. I don't even have that planned or anything, but when's your birthday? So we can plan for it. You know.
It's on September 13th.
Oh, okay. September 13th. All right. Yeah, mine's March 12th. So mine's actually coming up pretty soon. And then actually, everybody, it's Tiki's birthday today. Make sure you go say what's
Shout
up to
out to
Tiki.
Keys. Happy birthday. We
Yeah,
should
happy
make it,
birthday.
National Keys Day. Everybody
Yes.
should wear a shirt. Shout them out.
Yeah, National Keys Day. I like that. I think that's going to catch on. So, what is your day-to-day life like?
Well, I like to say I'm the housewife here, so I take care of everything. The kids, wife goes to work. I'm in charge of the house and stuff, and most definitely my snakes.
Yeah.
They're one of the first things after the kids that I come in and check, and people laugh about it, but I tell every single one of them good morning. Make sure they're all right, their water's clean, make sure they're good. I check the other animals I have, and once I get a time, sit down and watch my podcast or drink my coffee. So
for sure. No, that's really cool. Yeah, man, absolutely. And I'm curious, how long have you been married?
Going on 17 years in July.
Oh wow, man! Congrats for sure.
Thank you.
And what is your favorite part about your family? If that makes sense. I don't know. I just kind of wrote that down.
Well, I can tell you, we could be here all night talking about my favorite parts of my family. But
that's good, man. That's a good thing.
I think that the main thing is the support I get from my wife and my kids. It's awesome. They understand my passion. They understand that it takes a lot of my time, but they made it so that they're involved in it too. So it's easy. It's easy for us.
Yeah. Does your wife and kids, do they help out with the snakes and the animals, or do they kind of leave that to you?
Mostly it's me. I do suffer from a back condition, so when I can't, they know what to do and how to do it. They know I'm real specific about the way I am with that snakes and making sure they're clean and all right and everything. So my wife helps me out a lot. My kids know how to take care of them, so I'm good with that.
Yeah. Were they ever scared of the snakes at first? Like, was that your thing, or was it like, did they get you into that?
It was my thing.
Okay.
I wanted to find my way out of a situation I was going through, and so at first, my kids loved them at the beginning. My wife, she wasn't too happy with it.
Yeah. I feel like that's how a lot of people are. Like, they really gotta try hard to get their partner or their spouse into it. But I feel like it always turns out to be a good thing. Like, I feel like once you can get somebody comfortable with the fact that there's snakes in the house, that eventually they get used to it, and they come around to start actually liking them.
My wife saw the change in me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she became more open to it. And then when she was going through a stressful time, I told her, hold a snake, like just take your mind off of stuff and concentrate on the snake you're holding. And from there on, she loves snakes too. So
yeah,
it worked out perfect for me.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's good. I think that's one thing I worry about, because I talk to so many people. Well, outside of like the reptile hobby, a lot of people are just scared of snakes. They don't want to be around them. They think that they're gonna, I think the biggest thing that I get is, are they aggressive? Are they gonna bite? So they just don't want to be around them. You know what I mean? But for me, like kind of like you and a lot of people that are in the chat and in the community, the moment that we picked up a reptile or a snake, like especially snakes, I feel like snakes are just have something about them where like they can take all your stress and you kind of forget about the worries of the world. And so
Yeah.
me, when I come home every day and I get to be with my snakes, or when I wake up in the morning, you know, they're the first thing that I go to. And I just feel so much better about life. And for me, like, you know, even though things are like difficult right now, they still help me get through. But like my life, you know, from 2 years ago when I bought my first ball python completely changed. Like, you know, I guess maybe I could share a little bit about this, but and like nothing against anybody that does this, you know, I'm just telling you my story. But I've been smoking weed since I was like 16, you know, actually like 14, 15, 16. And I even ended up in the growing for a marijuana cannabis company out here. And but then the day that I bought my first ball python, because I've always wanted one, it seemed like from that day on, I didn't crave it anymore. Like I didn't want it. I would, instead of buying weed, I would spend all my money on snakes. And so it's like now I don't smoke, you know what I mean? And so for me, like that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, nothing against people that do it. Like I think it can help a lot of people. But for me, the snakes helped me really get my mind off of things, because I think I was like sort of like self-medicating and like really trying to, you know, put my pain and, you know, kind of block that out. But those snakes kind of do that for me. So I don't have any really reason to go back. But so I'm curious, because we kind of talked about it a little bit backstage. But I know snakes have helped you out. Did they? So where do I even start with this? So I know that you kind of went like on a weight loss journey. Your life completely turned around 180. Is that because of snakes, or is that something that you were doing before all that? Or, you know, how does that change your life?
When I first got into snake, I was in a dark place. I was depressed. I was stressed, overweight. With my back injury, I could barely move. I could barely walk, and then just adding weight to myself. I was basically wasting away. I didn't spend time with my family, and it was just a dark place. And it's not that the snakes cured me; it's that they gave me something to focus on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
And you know, it helped with the stress. It helped with the depression. It helped with so much that it made my weight loss so easy for me. Like I didn't. People see it, they think about it, and they think it's too hard. Like I can't give up this, or you know, sweets or carbs or whatever, or I can't do exercise and stuff. But to me, it came naturally, just to focus on my overall health. And you know, I didn't notice it. I didn't even notice I was losing weight.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's like people started commenting whether I was sick, you know, and whether I got an operation or something. And honestly, it was just focusing on the snakes. I had something to focus on, had something to look forward to. I had this new piece that I found, and just something I loved, and something incredible and amazing happened just having those animals here. So
yeah, absolutely.
From 417 to 175, and to me, I still don't believe it. Like I'll go to the store and I'm in a big and tall section looking for clothes. Like
yeah. So was it your back injury that caused you to gain weight, or was that something that you kind of been struggling with your whole life? Or
I've always struggled with my weight, but it just spiraled out of control with my back injury and not being able to work and just going into depression. You know, think about how I'm going to support my family, and I can't move, and I'm no good for nothing now. And it's just it made it worse. And being able to find the light out of that, and then You know, I don't regret nothing. If I could go back and do it, I think I would still go through everything I went through, just because it's made me the person I am today. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
and what I can tell people is, you know, if you're going through whatever you're going through, and it don't have to be that weight loss. It could be anything, you know, marriage, school, work, just daily life, whatever you're going through. I mean, just find something to focus on, something that opens a passion and a focus in you and changes everything around you. But you have to take a step forward, you know, and not be negative about it. Like, I can't do that, or that'll never happen. You know, just don't doubt yourself.
Hmm. So what were you able to focus on? You know, what was that one thing that motivated you to get through it and to really make that change?
I mean, you start working with the animals, and then you're looking at all the morphs, you're looking at what people are creating, you're
Yeah.
having fun, you're like wanting to learn more about the animal. You start looking at I started looking at podcasts to learn more about the ball pythons, and I fell in love with the community, and it's just a different feeling when you're so interested in something, you know, like
Hmm.
you're
Sure.
interested in it. You want to know about the morphs, you want to know about the breeding, about the husbandry, everything, you know, and then you start seeing these podcasts, and you start joining the chats and stuff, and you meet people, and then your focus is completely taken to that, and all that negative stuff you had on you in your mind and stuff, it becomes nothing, you know.
Yeah. Um, so how long ago did you start that journey? You know, like when did you, like, what was the day that made you kind of change your mind and like get on track and really try to refocus? Like, was that a couple years ago, 10 years ago, you
i
know,
was I was about almost 3 years ago.
three? Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Wow.
And been able to maintain my weight off for about a year. So
Mm. And what are you doing to do that? I know you've talked about it before, you know, with other people. Um, but I know, yeah, what was like your plan? And you're still sticking to it, I'm pretty sure.
oh yeah, I started off just eliminating sugar and carbs and stuff, and then
Hmm.
I found fasting, and and
Okay.
and I started off with doing 16-hour fastings, and it kind of worked. And
Hmm.
I do 23-hour fastings now. I eat once a day for 1 hour, and I fast.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people like think they can't do that, but I mean, I think it's a mindset. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I think the most I've ever, I think the most I've ever fasted was like, I don't know. I mean, it was like a spiritual fast, you know what I mean? But like almost 3 days, I think I like caved in. I think my goal is like 3 days, and I'm like, I can't do it. It's hard, you know what I mean? It's definitely hard. So I definitely commend you for doing that. Because even like one day, like it's hard to even go one day, you know, where you wake up in the morning, or lunch comes around, and you want to eat something. So I definitely know it's self-discipline, and it's like denying yourself and denying what your body wants, and it's like a mental fortitude thing where you can actually um, tell yourself that you're stronger than what your body is telling you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um,
it's helped me. It's helped me too. Along with the snakes, it's helped me. Things that would usually put me back in the depression and stuff, like it's helped me just overcome it, just be stronger about it, you know.
yeah,
Um, yes, I do go through a lot. I'm going through a lot right now. People don't notice it, but I don't bring that energy with me, you know, because I
yeah,
I know I have a better outlook of the positivity and everything, you know. The negative stuff don't bother me no more. I go through it, I live through it. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's stressful, but I know
hmm
that I'm strong enough to overcome that now. So that's one thing that the fast mistakes and the new lifestyle that I live is helped me grow with. Like I can't let nothing keep me down.
Absolutely. And it's kind of like, let's see, how do I put it? Yeah, kind of like wrapping up that so we can kind of get into some other things. But like, what advice? Actually, two questions before I kind of move on from this. Is how did that change your mentality as far as like your depression? Like, would you say that you've escaped that, or is this something you still, struggle with sometimes?
I don't think you could always completely escape it. We're human.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I've dealt with it major in the past too. So
yeah. I mean, like there was at one point I think last year where I wanted to completely shut down the Instagram, shut down everything that I even put right there I wasn't gonna be, and I sat like 2 days just thinking, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm gonna get right back up there, and I'm gonna keep doing what I'm gonna do, and anything that comes my way, I mean, I'm gonna deal with it, live with it, overcome it, and keep going.
Straight up. And then what advice do you have for somebody that wants to make a change in their life? Like I said, it could be health, it could be discipline, school, whatever people are battling, depression, anxiety. Like, what advice do you have for somebody that is really wanting to turn things around? You know what I mean?
Whatever it is that you need to overcome, whatever it is that you need to get rid of, don't start tomorrow. Don't start later. You start right now. Don't give yourself an excuse. Don't doubt yourself. You're not gonna be perfect at the beginning, but one small step is still progress.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that counts. So don't leave it off. Don't brush it off. Don't doubt yourself. Don't put yourself down. Get up and do it now. Like finish washing right here, and then get up and do it. But don't put nothing off for tomorrow or for later. Just get up and no excuses.
Absolutely. That actually, you saying that, it reminds me of the song that I wrote in high school, because I used to play guitar a lot and try to write songs. But the chorus for my song, and I'm not going to sing it, guys. I'm sure you guys would want me to sing and everything, but I'm not going to do that. But the words were, "Don't wait for tomorrow to change. Don't wait until later today. You need to start right now." And it's something like the verse from that song was like talking about how, like, do you wake up I'm paraphrasing it, but like, do you wake up in the morning and just like hate your life? Do you like, go through things every day and it's just like routine and you're just sick of it? And it's just like, I think we all experience that point in our lives where we realize we're kind of stuck into the habit of life or the routines of life or the anxiety or depression of life, that like we want so hard for things to change, but it really starts with us as far as changing it, changing our situations, because things don't just change on their own. Things don't get better on their own. You really have to put in some work, but the sooner you start, the better that you're going to be, and the more results you're going to see. So I really appreciate that advice. I think it's something that we all need to hear. Don't wait, guys. And I'm preaching to myself. You're preaching to me.
Preaching to myself. I gotta remind myself too. There's times where I might try to forget or the human in me doubting, but nah. I gotta remind myself daily too. So
I'm not gonna sing it.
well,
I mean, I maybe could. I don't know. Maybe I'll drop like a little sneak peek on like a Instagram story or something.
Yeah.
But so I'm curious. So what are some of your hobbies? What are some things you're into besides the reptiles and the ball pythons?
Oh man, I love fishing. I love reading books. I haven't done so in a while, but it's something I want to get back into doing. I really love reading books. And then other than that is it's either the animals or family. So
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna kind of backtrack because I think I started skipping over some questions. But what are some of the blessings that you have in life? I've been asking people this ever since I had Ray on, or ever since I even watched Ray go on with MJ. He talked about blessings and lessons, and like I know if Ray's in here, like I'm so sorry, man. I kind of stole it, but it's such a good concept to understand that we should count our blessings and that we should learn from the lessons that that we face in life. So, like, what are your blessings that you can count?
well, one of the main ones is my life.
Yeah,
I'm here. I'm alive. Some people aren't, so I count that as a blessing.
yeah,
My family, um, my friends that support me. Just the scars that I have in life. I count every scar as a blessing. The physical ones and the spiritual ones, the emotional ones,
yeah.
mental ones, all of them. I count them all as blessings. All the experiences I had and the letdowns and everything, all of those are blessings to me. So I see everything as a blessing, whether it hurt me at one point or it made me happy. If it hurt me, then it taught me a lesson.
Absolutely. Yep.
That in itself is a blessing, and if I can help somebody through their struggles, then it is even a bigger blessing to me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best way that you could really view life is to I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people want to hold on to the negative, not do anything with it. But if you can take that negative and turn it into something positive, and realize that your curses, I guess, if you want to call it like a curse, or it can actually be a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about my life too, and I'm sure a lot of us do. But we all go through things in our life that are really tough and really hard to kind of get through or pull through. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get through it. Like you even posted today, it was something about like the rain's gonna come, but it does go away. Those storms come, but that rain does go away. That sun does shine. And that's so true, because a lot of us just want to stay stuck in our situation, you know what I mean? But once that rain disappears, like we should be grateful for those hard times because we made it through, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I talked about your hobbies and interests, and this next part is kind of theoretical. All right, so if I gave you $2,000 to do whatever you wanted to do this weekend, but I had to come with you, what are we gonna do?
Man, we were going Morph Market.
So we're just gonna buy some snakes. All right. Well, I'm gonna come over your house. We're gonna go on Morph Market and we're gonna check out some snakes. We're gonna buy some snakes.
We're going to everybody's IG and their links and see who's selling shirts and stuff.
There we go. Hey, yeah, man, we can just like order a bunch of merch. Okay, so let's say we don't do that. Is there anywhere in Florida or anything that you want to do? Like you said, you like fishing. I don't know, man. Like, do you like usually go out to town or anything like that, or you just kind of
go out either to the Everglades, go out boating,
yeah,
out to the Florida Keys,
yeah,
spend some family time,
for sure. Nice. And when we chill together, where are we going out to eat, and what are you gonna order?
Man, where are we going out to eat? That's a good one.
I feel like when I was coming up with these questions, I'm gonna interject a little bit. I thought, where are we going out to eat? What are you gonna order is better than what's your favorite food. So I mean, it kind of gets you thinking, because I'm sure there's some really good restaurants around your area, and
it'll probably be a barbecue place. Any barbecue.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Barbecue. And what are you getting to drink?
To drink?
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting an unsweetened tea.
What is it?
Unsweetened tea.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
That's my favorite. No
favorite drink. All right. For sure. And then here's another one for you. if I gave you 10K right now to spend Valentine's Day and Valentine's week with your wife, where are you going?
10K, man. We're going to the Dominican Republic.
Okay. Yeah. And do you know what you would do there? Like, is there anything you know about the Dominican Republic that you would like to see while you're there?
I would love just to meet the locals and try the food over there, you know, and the beaches and stuff. So yeah.
Hold on, I gotta say, yeah, no, that's awesome. I gotta pull up some of these comments. I'm kind of laughing.
Happy birthday.
Keys, yeah, what's up? Happy birthday. So they're talking about the passing gas. Yeah, he'll love pass or gas then. I have a feeling it'll all be a pass. Well, I'm trying to throw you guys a curveball today. I'm trying to throw you a curveball. Because, well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to spoil a surprise, but I think you guys will like it a little bit more. Every week I try to get better at what I do. So, yeah. All right. So my last question on this theoreticalness is, if I gave you $1 million, but you can't spend it on yourself, where are you putting that money?
Man,
you can't spend it on yourself. You know, you gotta basically give it away.
I'm throwing it out there to breast cancer, through multiple sclerosis awareness, to all those charities. Thank you. You know,
that's awesome.
I'll do that.
Yeah. I think I might be asking people that question a little bit more, because I feel like if you had $1 million and you couldn't spend it, you know, I think it really kind of shows where people's heart might be. Hopefully, if you have the $1 million and you can spend it on yourself, hopefully, you know, you still donate, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's really good, man. Is there a particular reason why you say that? Is it, you know, family members have dealt with that, or friends, or
family, friends?
Yeah.
You know, so
real quick, we got Jess up here.
Yes.
Got Keys. I don't remember if I said what's up to you, Stan. I think you were here since the beginning. Chris came through. What's up, Chris? Morforged. What is going on? All right. I think that kind of catches us up to everybody. And a couple more quick questions for you. What is your favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite movie would probably have to be Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay. All right. And do you have a favorite type of music or favorite bands or anything like that?
Favorite music or band? No, I like so much stuff. I could
I feel that.
Country app to all to everything.
So you like a little bit of everything for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty much that way as well. Not like a big fan of country. Never really liked country. I wish I liked it. You know what I mean? I wish I could get into it. But I do still appreciate. I still do appreciate it. You know. And what is one thing you wish people knew about you that most people probably don't know?
I think everybody knows everything.
That's good, man. You're an open book for sure. Yeah, that's good. We like getting to know you. I think you're a fascinating, interesting person.
So, I mean,
what was that?
I've always talked about my struggles and all that, you know. So,
yeah, that's fair enough. All right. So, getting on to the animals. What animals do you have at home, and how many of each species or whatever?
I have about 30 ball pythons. I got one blood python.
Oh, okay.
I got a bearded dragon, 2 cicada tortoises, and a dog.
Nice. I didn't even know you had 30 ball pythons, to be honest.
Yeah.
Nice. So I do have a question, because I can't remember if it was you. I think it was. But did you have one of your tortoises stolen from you, like last year or something?
Yeah.
Oh man.
My daughter's tortoise. We had just moved here, and
yeah.
I had them outside in an enclosure outside. I guess somebody saw where they were, and there
Jeez,
was two of
man.
them. They took one, and it was my daughter, so that hurt her. But
Yeah.
while she didn't want another one, and then after a while she got over it, and Esteban from 41 South gave me two.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um,
That's really cool. I think sulcatas are really neat.
yeah,
Yeah, they're really cool. How big are they right now?
uh, they're still pretty small. They're
Okay, yeah.
yeah. I ended up giving one to Dominique.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, that's really awesome. Um, and so how did you get into reptiles? Was it, did you have like reptiles and pets growing up, or was it just, as an
yeah.
adult that you got into them?
No, growing up, I my dad always let me keep turtles, and
Okay.
I had an alligator at one time. Um,
Yeah.
I had frogs, so I've
Hmm.
always had all kinds of animals growing up.
Yeah. Um, and what was the first animal that you ever had? Or I guess so I'm gonna ask you two questions. First animal and then first reptile. If I don't know if it's the same or not.
First animal was probably a dog,
Okay, yeah.
and first reptile was box turtle.
Okay. And how long ago did you have that box turtle?
Uh, I
That's like
was
when you were a kid, you were
yeah,
saying?
I
Okay,
was
yeah.
probably about 10, 12 years old.
Yeah. And what was the very last animal that you bought?
That I bought.
Yeah, the
It's
most recent.
it's that I bought is the blood python
From Chris, right?
from Chris.
Yeah, man, that one's so beautiful.
I wanted one so bad, and Chris took care of me, so I was able to get one, and I'm happy with it. I love it. I named it Victoria. It's a female.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
I wanted one of Chris's blood pythons so bad. I still do. I think he made like some of the most beautiful ones I've ever seen. And blood pythons are definitely on my radar for animals to get. Um, I would love to at least get a breeding pair. I don't know too much about them yet, but I feel like a lot more people are going to start getting into them and stuff. Um,
yeah. I'm not planning on breeding, but
yeah,
people always say that. But either way, I went ahead and got a female first, just in case.
yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, absolutely, for sure. And so getting into like ball pythons a little bit, do you have a favorite incomplete dominant gene?
I would say I don't have a favorite. I think I like them all.
I got you. Do you have a favorite recessive?
Recessive, I do. It's the pieball and the
Oh,
clown.
okay.
They're
Yeah.
like kind of tied. Pieball got me into this, and clown I
Uh,
fell in love with it. So
okay. So what was pied your first ball python?
my first ball python was just a normal pied male. I still have him. Uh,
Yeah.
that's that one right there. He will never go anywhere. As a matter of fact, he's in my room, in my bedroom. So I make
Nice.
sure.
Um, and so tell me about those classic super classics.
Man, I got my first pieball, the male, and then the breeder gave me a female het, and he told me that female would make more pies, and I looked at her and I fell in love with just the classic. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
animal, and then I see a lot of people they get kind of upset when they get a normal, or
Mm.
it's just a normal or stuff like that, man. I'm like, man, that's a beautiful animal, man. And they serve
Yeah.
so many purpose, because you could use them in your breeding to prove out stuff, or it also helps, someone who may not have that much money to spend on an expensive morph or something, get them started
Yeah.
in the hobby, and then later on they're knee deep in ball pythons.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think a lot of people forget, the reason they started. I know like maybe some people got into it and they like got into the morphs and everything, but like most of us growing up didn't know what morphs were. We like saw normal ball pythons or classic ball pythons at the pet shops, but there wasn't really a variety of anything else. There was like you could see albinos from here and there. And for me, that's all I ever knew about was the normals and the albinos. I didn't know about a pied. I didn't know about a clown or any of that. And so growing up as a kid, I just always wanted one. So yeah, 2 years ago when I walked into the reptile shop, I was expecting to find some normals, you know what I mean? And I don't even think they had normals. They probably did in the back, in the back room and all their tubs and stuff. But, I went in with like $200 for a snake and then, another $200 for like the enclosure and everything I needed. And he started telling me about all these morphs and I was like, what the heck? So I had to research, what they were. And then, of course, like saw my first pied and my first clown that day and all sorts of stuff. So like, it blew me away, man. But people forget that the normal is where it all started. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I have, see, like, I have like 3 normals. I guess they're like dinkers, you know what I mean? They're not like a proven gene or anything. So I got 3 of those. I have a super classic, right? Is what you like to call it with hets. So I got a super classic, and then so 3, 4. Oh yeah, and then I have I have like 1 adult normal, 3 subadult dinkers, and then like a baby super classic with double het. But some of them are my favorite ones in my whole collection. You know what I mean? They're beautiful and yeah, they're beautiful and they're all a little bit different too. So I like that as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see, where am I at? Do you have a favorite combo when it comes to ball pythons, like 2 gene plus animal?
It'd probably be the albino clown. I know a lot of people don't, but I like albino and I like clowns. So.
Yeah, I'm right. I mean, I'm right there with you. Yeah. I mean, the first ball python I ever wanted was an albino. I just couldn't, I couldn't afford it the first day that I picked up a ball python. Now I've got like 2 lavenders. I don't know if I'm gonna get like if I'm gonna go back to the normal albinos, but I still love them. You know what I mean? They're beautiful. And I even have like an albino boa. So like I love the albino stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of want to bring up something real quick. It's kind of interesting to me. It's kind of outside of our topic of conversation. As long as the comment's not too far up, it might be already. Here we go. And I guess it's more like a public service announcement. By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, Gen Z Reptiles is selling out and has snakes and equipment. They're selling off lots of good stuff. She posted the link for that. Message them for a list of available snakes and equipment and pricing. Yeah, I didn't expect that. So Nicole says, didn't expect that with them. I didn't either. I've like really looked up to those guys. They're actually, whoop, I'm knocking my tripod over. They're actually about 30 minutes away from where my parents live right now. And I never knew them like living with my parents. I wasn't even into ball pythons or anything. But Darlene says, the brother got an opportunity to work with Justin at Canova. So I've been wondering, I was going to go apply for Canova. I never did. And then I seen the picture the other day. I just didn't put the 2 together. That's really interesting. And congrats to him. I'm not sure if it's Josh or Jace. I think that's the name. I could be wrong. Forgive me if I just completely got those names wrong, but that's really interesting. So yeah, if you guys are looking, check that out. But of course, make sure you support everybody else. Are you breeding anything right now?
I am, but it's only stuff that I'm planning on keeping for myself. So
okay.
I'm breeding nanny to pied and to clown. Making some head combos for the future.
Yeah, I think nanny is real nice. I remember the first time I saw a nanny, and Yeah, it's really pretty. I haven't seen enough of it, but I have seen a couple in person, and I really thought about buying them because I think they were like I think it was like maybe like a Nanny Mojave Het Clown or something like that, and I was like, oh, this thing's so pretty. Um, so do you have plans to breed like for the public in the future, or are you just kind of keeping like on the small hobby side of just keeping and stuff?
Yeah, as far as now, it's more just for me, and if I have anything available, but I don't plan on making it a business or anything like that. I
Yeah,
I don't want to lose the passion and make it a business.
yeah. No, I completely understand that. Cause yeah, it would not be fun to get to a point where you got 100, 200 snakes and you wake up in the morning like, gotta do this again. You know what I mean? Like, gotta feed the snakes, gotta change the waters. It's nobody ever wants to get to that point. You have to enjoy the entire process. So yeah, I agree with you there. So you do have 30 ball pythons. Are they mostly like classic ball pythons, or do you have like a variety of stuff?
I only have one classic right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So you do kind of have a mix of stuff then, it seems.
yeah. I got Pied, Clown, Authentic, Albino. I got.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place.
No, no, I feel that. Uh, well, that's cool though. And now, if you could eliminate one gene in the entire ball python industry, which one would you get rid of? You got to choose one. I know you said you like them all.
Would probably be the spider.
Oh, okay.
I
All
I
right.
love, I love spider and everything, but it if someone doesn't know how to care for them and stuff, so
Yeah,
it would probably be the spider.
for sure. No, I completely understand that. It's yeah, super unfortunate they have those neurological issues. Yeah, it does suck because I think people love I think people love the spider. Like I love the spider. I have two spider combos in my collection.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I feel that. It's a tough one because for me, the spider is beautiful. I love what it does. It's such
Yeah,
it's a
I have
combo that's far different, but
I have a spider and I love it. It doesn't really have a wobble.
yeah.
I seen some just with real bad wobble and stuff, and some people can't care for them, right? So
Yeah,
if I
for
had
sure.
one, it'd probably be that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wish some of these snakes didn't have those issues coming with them, but they do. So it's if anything, it's important to at least educate people on why you should or shouldn't breed spiders because yeah, you can't do a super spider or anything like that. Um, so kind of moving on before we get to our pass or gas. Um, how do you feel about hybrid snakes? Do you think that's a good or a bad thing? Should people be doing it?
Um, to me, I'm not interested in it, but I think that to each their own. I mean, as long as the snakes don't have any health issues or anything, then I mean, if that's what you like, but I like keeping the animal as pure as possible. So
Sure, I gotcha.
yeah,
Now, this one's off the wall. It is about hybrids, but I asked everybody this. If you could hybridize any two animals in the world, what would they be? It could be anything. Any two animals. We're not looking to breed or whatever. It's just you're using your imagination.
uh, probably a rhino
Okay.
and hmm, probably a rhino and a whale.
A killer whale, man. No, I mean, no, that would be pretty crazy. I would love to see that actually. I don't know. My imagination is like it's a whale with giant like horn, or maybe a giant rhino whale on land. I don't know. That'd be really interesting. What do you think it would look like? What does your imagination do with it?
Probably, definitely a sea creature.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's interesting. And then one more question before we get to past gas. What is your dream reptile?
Uh, Selfin,
Or
Selfin
what?
lizard. Selfin lizard.
I don't think I know what that is. Oh man, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, they're
All
nice.
right. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. So everybody, I hope that you can participate with us when we do this. This next segment is called Pass or Gas. Ever since I started doing this, it's been real popular, so I'm like really happy and excited about it. And I'm trying to find ways to make it better each week. I think what I'm going to try to do, instead of making it all about ball pythons, because we all love ball pythons, guys. Like we're gonna like want every single one, and we might even want every single animal that I show you. But you know, like think about if you could take care of it. Think about if you'd want to take care of it. I think yeah, all animals are cool, but I think a lot of us might not want to put the time or the effort into them. So we'll see. So here we go with pass or gas. We have a tiger leg, and it says monkey tree frog. Pass or gas?
Pass.
All right, we're passing. Why are you passing? I'm curious.
Probably the only frogs I like to deal with are the pixies, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Sulcata. And I forgot you had sulcatas when I picked this one. What do you think?
Gas.
Yeah, straight
Love it.
up. Look how cute that thing is, guys. Like so cute. Are yours about that size, maybe, or still like real small like that?
Yeah, they're pretty small.
Yeah. Now this next one is a fly river turtle. For anybody who watches my channel, I had Mark from 403 Fauna. This is the species of turtle that he's got.
That's definitely gas.
Yeah, they're really cool. I think when I was looking at this, I think you can buy this for like $5,000. But it'd be really amazing to have. I like the fact I like it when someone has a different sort of like outside of ball pythons, when someone shows that they have a different species like Mark, or like you got sulcatas and blood python or whatever it is. Like I like seeing everything, especially something rare like that you don't really get to see every day. And then the people that kind of educate us on how to take care of them is really nice. So this is a Jackson's chameleon. I say jumbo. I don't know if that's just the size. Like I don't know much about chameleons.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like any sort of chameleons, or is that one just kind of weird?
Them, I'm not into them.
Yeah, I thought I've always wanted a chameleon. I just don't think I want to put in, like, I'm not saying that's like hard to put in the effort or the work, but I think I would rather have other animals. This is a leaf-tailed gecko. This one's pretty crazy looking.
Pass.
All right. And I think I might know what you say on this, but I don't know. A super crimson green iguana. Now these are like all throughout Florida, not necessarily like the albino type, but these are like walking around Florida, right?
Yeah, I'll say gas. I love the iguanas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, especially this one. Do you like the albino versions?
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
this? Nice. Yeah, this one's beautiful. We have a giant date gecko.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. They're I hear you can't, well, and my experience is like they're kind of fast, so it's kind of hard to like take them out and stuff. Tricolor lily white crested gecko.
Pass.
All right. Not big into geckos, or yeah, I got you. We have jaguar albino anaconda western hognose, but it's a hognose. I just thought this one was really cool looking.
Pass.
Okay. Hey, we're getting some passes. I think I'm doing my job right. I think I'm doing it right. Or I'm doing it wrong. I really don't know. We got a black throat monitor.
Gas.
Yeah, look at that thing. I think it would be awesome to have one.
Oh yeah.
A Cuvier's dwarf caiman.
Gas.
You said gas?
Yeah, gas.
Gas. Okay, yeah.
Those.
All right. Yeah, they're just so cool looking. They're like just little dinosaurs. Same with like the monitors and everything. They're just like they're little dinosaurs. Golden child cow. So a reticulated python, and this one is like the weirdest looking one I've ever seen. It's like just all pink and white.
Gas.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. So is that something you would get as a reticulated python one day?
If I could.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida, so I can
Oh.
Yeah.
I always forget that. Not that I forget that you're in Florida, but sometimes I forget that you guys can't have those big snakes, and man, that sucks. But you can have a blood boa, and you can have just like a regular boa. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So no retics, no berms, no anacondas, I'm assuming.
No.
Gotcha. All right. Get into some creepy stuff. Hercules baboon, tarantula.
Pass.
All right. I can understand. Now this one's so cool to me, but let's see what you say. Fishtail red eye crocodile. So it's a skink. And I have two pictures of this because I want to show the tail. But look at the way that tail forks up and like its eyes and everything. But pass a gas.
That's a gas.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this, man. Well, I've seen crocodile skinks, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't know they had that weird tail. That thing is just so awesome. I would love to have that. All right. Now we're getting into some ball pythons. Just a couple. Leopard fire VPI exanthic ball python.
Gas.
All right. What's doing it for you? Is it the exanthic, leopard? Is it all of it? You a big exanthic fan?
All of it. The exanthic and the leopard fire.
I agree. Lavender leopard albino.
Gas.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we have a Pompeii. I thought I'd throw in something fancy there.
Definitely gas.
Yeah, how can you not? All right. And last up, drum roll. Brrr. Normal.
Definitely 100% gas.
Yeah, we're gassing that, guys. I don't care what you guys say. That's gas. All right. So that was the pass of gas. Thank you so much for playing along. Kique and everybody in the chat. I'm trying to see if good. No passes on that last one. I don't think. You guys are awesome. So yeah, that was fun. So I'm just curious, what did you think of that? Like, is that kind of fun to?
Yeah, it's fun. Play? I love it. I like seeing the when you put the clips on of just that the pass.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of slacked with that. Tonight I gotta go ahead and put Ray's up. I think Ray's the one I didn't put up yet because I just gotta go through, edit it, kind of cut it out and everything. And then I'll have yours probably in the next couple of days too. But that was fun. So I think I missed out on Ray's and Jay's. But yeah, I'm kind of slacking, man. But yeah, it's fun. I like doing it. I think what I kind of want to do with it is get into like all sorts of animals, like snow leopards, dolphins, I don't know, just whatever exists, where I just like show the variety of animals that exist throughout the world and in the ocean, whatever exists. Like, I think I'm gonna just throw it up there and see kind of what people think, because it's always nice to see either something you've never seen before or kind of like get your imagination out into the world of like, oh man, like could I actually own that maybe,
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love that game.
It's fun. And I'm trying to think of other sorts of bits to do for the show as well. But we'll kind of figure it out as we go. All right, so we did the pass or gas. So kind of going back to some things we sort of talked about a little bit, and then we'll get into like, yeah, sort of the tail end of the show. But what gets you out of bed every morning? What motivates you every day? And I know we kind of touched on it a little bit, but when you wake up, what gets you out of bed?
Just looking forward to the day, looking forward, being grateful that I woke up, that my eyes are open,
Mm-hmm.
getting up and handling business, the snakes, the family, the house, everything. It's just being happy that my eyes opened up. So
Mm-hmm. And what would you say keep you up at night? Like, what things do you worry about when you go to bed, if any?
my main thing is my animals at
Yeah.
night, my family, just making sure that everything's safe, everything's good. I
Yeah.
worry a lot about the snakes. It's one of them getting out, or a probe going bad or something. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the biggest answer I've heard from people who get asked that question is a lot of people really worry about their thermostats. That thermostat goes out, you got a fried snake, or even worse, you got a fire and all your snakes are dead,
yeah,
and then you got to worry. I mean, that's just, some of us have thousands of dollars. I know there's people probably in chat who have $100,000 or more invested into their animals,
yeah.
and
I mean, to me, it's not even the money. It's
yeah, no, I get it.
animal itself. Like, just to lose one of them would probably be real devastating to me. So,
Hmm. What's up, Mike?
night,
What's up, Lakers? Hello,
Lakers.
hello. No, you're absolutely right. Like I wake up in the morning too, or like I said, wake up in the morning, go to bed at night or whatever, and I just there's some of my, well, I would be sad if any of them died, but I have a couple of my favorites. I've got my boa that I absolutely love. I got my scaleless, and then I have my lavender albinos. I'll probably go through and end up being like, oh, like I love them all, but I really do love them all. But I
Yeah,
have a couple of them that like if my boa dies or my scaleless dies, man, like that'll be a devastating day for me.
yeah,
Um, because they're like, especially like my boa, he gives me so much comfort, and like I can take him out, he'll just chill there with me, and he's like just my friend. He really is like a family member to me. All
yeah,
my
yeah.
snakes are.
They become family, and I try to take each one of them out, different days and stuff, and
Yeah.
I just form a bond with them, and I get attached to them. So it's you know, it'll be difficult to lose one.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, because we all care about, that's why we do this. We all care about the animals, over making money, most of us. I hope that, everyone cares about their animals more than the money, and
Yeah.
everything. Um, so kind of moving on a little bit, how did you find the reptile community whenever, you're getting into this?
Uh, Researching, looking up in YouTube about husbandry, about trying to find answers. Uh, when I had the ball python, like I had it in the aquarium, so I was trying to find something better.
Yeah.
Then I stumbled into, I believe it was keys.
Really? That was like one of your first intros into like the
Yeah,
social media, the Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff?
I looked at it, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then I seen, I think one of the other first ones I seen was Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, that was like the first one I ever saw. And yeah, it just kind of snowballed from there.
And then just joining the chats, and then following people to the different podcasts and stuff, and Iron Dog, and Justin's Animal House and all them, and
Yeah.
got connected.
Yeah.
Then I found Lady Tiz, Nicole, which everybody knows that's my favorite one.
Yeah, no, for sure. I look back and I like, I know, like I started with like the videos, before I ever like did Instagram or anything like that. I started with like Chris Hardwick, and then I had like, well, he became a coworker, but he was one of the guys at the reptile shop who was like doing the breeding and everything with the snakes. And he's like, you should check out Justin Canova. I'm like, who? And I would like go watch his videos, but being so new, I was like, this dude's boring. Like, yeah, he has some nice stuff, but like kind of boring. And I just, you know, try to find other people that I really enjoyed. And yeah, and then when I made like my Instagram, I started like, I think at first I started connecting with a lot of like the rescue sort of hobbyists where they taken like rescue bearded dragons. And I think I might have found a lot of people on like Iron Dog Show who were doing that too. And yeah, you just start watching all these different lives and you start meeting people. And, you know, I feel super blessed to know you and Nicole and Kique and literally everybody in the chat. Like if it weren't for Instagram and YouTube, I wouldn't know any of you guys. And my life feels a lot more full and rich because of each and every one of you. And yeah, it's a really cool thing to be able to look back on and just like I feel blessed. Like I feel like if I hadn't, let's say, I'm not sure if it happened this way because I know I've been following you for a while, Bosa, but like if I hadn't followed you or I had never found you, maybe I wouldn't have found half of these other wonderful people, you know what I mean? And it's the same with like Adam from Proper Royals. Like I've been watching his videos almost ever since I got into it.
Yeah, he started another one that I started watching.
Yeah,
before he made the move to Florida. So
wow, yeah. Because I've been watching him for a really long time before he ever did his lives, and then he would have guests on the show like Market 43 Fauna, Leviathan Snakes. Man, he's had so many people. It's like my mind's blanking. He's had so many people on. But like Jeremy Warfel. But a lot of those people were guests on his show before I ever knew who they were. And then, you know, being in a chat, you know, like meeting like Kai and oh man, like just so many people. I wouldn't probably know a lot of you people if it weren't for Adam. So it's really interesting how everybody's connected, how everybody supports each other. And yeah, it's so fun. So when you started like doing Instagram and everything, were you like in it like all the way, or like when did you kind of start showing all that love that we get every day? You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
I automatically fell in love with the community. Like
yeah,
in it, and then on my Instagram, I was like, man, more people need to know about this. Like I stumbled on it by mistake, you know, just researching.
Pretty much. Yeah,
and I was like, man, let me put it out there. See who wants to watch these podcasts too. You know, like who wants to follow these people, and they're awesome. Like to me, the information was awesome, and you know, at that time, it's like my close friends and family, they're not into snakes, so I was like, I'm just sharing it out there. I don't know if they're gonna watch it or not, but then
okay.
Just little by little, it's like, you know, started connecting with different people, and it all just spiraled from there, and it's been an awesome ride. You know, like I've gotten to meet some of the most awesome people. Some of them I've called family already, and one of the most awesome things is going to the shows and meeting them, you know, and being able to spend time with them, and the same vibe you feel when you seeing them or when you chatting with them is the same vibe you get when you see them physically. That's just all real, you know. So Gio is one of them. I haven't met him yet, but Gio is one of my main guys. I have a bad day, you go tell Gio something. He's gonna fix your day. Like awesome.
Yeah, Gio's a good brother. He's a good one.
Definitely.
I mean, everybody here is. What's up, Will? And Kara, I don't know if I said hi to you either. Thank you, everybody else who just joined in. Man, yeah, it's been really awesome. Like I said, you know, I feel really blessed to know everybody. And I know I've been following you for at least a year, maybe ever since I started. I don't remember. It's been a long time. But I remember when I first started out, I would like, and I know you do this every day. I just cannot keep up. But I know like some of the ways that we can get more involved in the community and like meet people is like, all right, so you go through, let's say you find a new profile, right? You go through like 10 of their pictures or something, and then oftentimes they'll post a screenshot of you liking their stuff, they'll post it to your story, then you can share that story. And it's like you guys are like kind of swapping, kind of like connecting with each other's followers. And so I was doing that for a long time, like consistently. I mean, I think I grew to like 1,000 followers in my first like 3 months. I'm not saying that like to brag or anything, but I was like really, really on top of stuff. And then I just kind of like hit 1,000. Not that I like stopped caring, but it's a lot of work, man. Like, Bosa, what you do every day, like sharing people's stuff going on, leaving comments, like really showing that support and love to everybody. It's a lot of work, man. It is kind of like a full-time job if you really get into it.
It don't feel like it because I don't do it for follows. I don't do it.
Yeah.
I love the community, and the more you can spread it out, the bigger it gets, the more attention it gets, the more people come in, and it's just something that I love doing, and in that journey, just helping and supporting and shouting people out and stuff. I wasn't even counting my followers,
Yeah. But it is fun, man. It is fun to meet people, kind of like, I mean, for me, it is kind of fun, like to see those numbers grow, but it's not even about the numbers because obviously I don't even talk to, like 25% of them. It's like impossible to keep up with everybody. Then you meet those people inside of that, that you do get to talk to every day, that you can go to for advice or support. And so when we're in here in the chats, everybody who's in the chats, like, I know we're talking to each other like every day, and that's what it's about, man, is getting somebody connected that might not know that this even exists. Yeah, exactly. Like PCF saying. It's like I blame Kique for my podcast addiction. I didn't even know they existed for years. And that's kind of how it is. Like you said, like if you can just get one person involved or one person to go to Kique's or to Nicole or to Mike's or whoever's podcast, like you introduce them to somebody who's going to help show them how to get where they want to go, and you're introducing them into a community that they never probably knew existed, into a group of friends and mentors that they can have throughout their entire life. You know what I mean? Like most of you guys, well, I don't, hopefully most, but there's a lot of you guys that I'm probably going to know for the next 10, 20, 30 years of my life. And to me, that's what's really exciting, is like, we're going to see each other at Reptile shows. We're going to go, to each other's barbecues. Like I know there's a couple people that host barbecues and breeders get together. And of course, got the Reptile shows, you've got all the lives, and then you got social media behind like all the YouTube and everything. And, that's what it's about, is creating that community.
Yeah.
Now, do you have like any mentors or anybody that you go to for advice, or someone that you like really look up to when it comes to all of this?
I go through a lot of people. I got a huge support team.
That's good.
Mi familia, those guys are awesome. I always have Easy from Wamo. When I need to talk to somebody, I can call him, and he'll call me back if he can't answer, and we'll talk. Emilio, Chris from Flex and Finessing, Levi's awesome. Gio's one guy that I know if I have a bad day, I'll start some BS with him, just chatting away, and he'll take it. And when you see I forgot about my problems and stuff, so it's all them, And I mean, what bigger support system than you coming out and watching the live or podcast, and your mind just all your problems go away and you're focused on what's going on, and um, I think Hair Down Friday is one of those where I look forward to every Friday just because I know it's like the place to go and
Yeah.
chat away, laugh, learn. Just so much going on that it helps you, supports you. It helps me. It helps me keep going and wanting to bring more people to it because you don't know who might need that. Just
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely helps me. And especially what Kique's and Keisha have built around the Hair Down Fridays with the usual suspects. And I know Chris and Levi are doing that with Mi Familia, and those people that are creating those pockets of communities. Then you got Fred and AJ doing their Sunday show where it's not just them, interviewing a guest or whatever, but it's like a whole community. It's a whole get together. It's like a family reunion every week. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But that's like, I love it. You know what I mean? It definitely makes you feel welcome. Like especially if you're like new to all this and you're visiting your first podcast and it's one of those guys, and you go to it, like everyone's gonna say hi to you in the chat. Everyone's gonna like show you love. Everyone's gonna support you. You can ask a question, it's gonna get answered.
yeah.
And so it's a huge support system. So everybody that is creating community, everybody who's got a podcast, keep doing that, man, because it's important for people who don't have a place in this community quite yet.
Definitely.
Because for me, I'm not like an extroverted person in public. I honestly don't really like being around people in public. But I know that if I'm around each and every one of you guys, like if we're at like a Reptile show or a party or something, like I'll feel comfortable because we all have like the same interests. We can all agree on a lot of the same things. And we do have that community. So I do look forward to meeting everybody one day.
Yeah.
Now, so what are some positive aspects in the community and what can we continue to do to build positivity?
I mean, the main thing is support each other. Don't bring nobody down. Don't bash. Don't. If you have something that's either bothering you or that you think you can help somebody improve, you could do it, privately. I think that sometimes there's things that need to get said, when probably someone's going down the wrong road and let them be made aware of that. But there's ways of doing it without bashing someone. You knock someone down, it's you do no good to them, to you, or the community. So I think mainly is the support. Like you got to be there for each other, and if we're attacking each other and competing against each other or the dumbest stuff, then we do nothing. There's no progress in that. There's only regression, and we don't need that. I'm a strong believer. Like if someone don't like me and they tell me, I've been, believe it or not, I've had messages and stuff, and I don't go on there and bash them or anything. I simply stay away and that's it. Keep going about my business, and even if somebody will come and ask me if do you recommend, I might recommend them still. Maybe they might do something for them. But support each other is the main thing. Like show the love. Like if you grow and you get better, then the industry get better, the community gets better. And people like to see that.
For sure, yeah. Now you did kind of touch on the positive and some of the negative, but lately I feel like the community's experienced a lot of negativity. Now, how how do I phrase this? So we've experienced a lot of negativity lately in our community. So what can we do to be better and rise above all of that?
Well, I believe not encouraging the negative. You know,
Yeah.
don't add to it. You know,
Hmm.
if there's something that you can do to help them, then do it. If not, then don't participate in the negative. You know, and there is a difference between a bashing of someone and a critique. You know,
Mm.
you also gotta learn sometimes when you get critique, it helps you grow in whatever you're doing, whether it's your business or a podcast or something. You know, you can only get better from that. But a bashing it's bringing someone down, and I don't think there's room for that. You know, so
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Now, what do you feel like the future of the hobby looks like? Is there like a certain direction you think that we're all trying to go?
yeah, I think that as long as we keep growing the community and bringing more people in and letting it be a positive experience and not a negative experience, and just growing it, you know, it's strength in numbers. You know, like when we talk about USARK and stuff, and you know, how can we be united and have an internal fight with each other and stuff. So I
Yeah,
mean, our community will grow and it will be
yeah,
great. You know, as long as we keep it positive, you know, and we keep it growing with good people and treat people right and show them that
hmm,
we're different, that we're different than what people think we are, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not just like, I could see how somebody on the outside might think we're a bunch of freaks and like that we're like these crazy sort of people who keep these deadly animals in their house, but you know, it's not that at all. You know what I mean? I think most of us are really, really positive people. And because we do have that sense of community, um, we can build off of each other's positivity. You know what I mean? We can get better every day. If we are going through something, there's always somebody out there that's been through what you've been through, or
Yeah.
can give you the advice for, you know, how to go about things. And that's what's great, because I'll have bad days too, and I'll hit up a couple people in the community that I'm really close to, and you know, I'll be able to talk to them, open up to them. Or if I have like an idea for like my channel, or if I have an, let's say I do have an issue with somebody, I'll like kind of run that by um, one of my mentors, and they'll kind of give me advice for how to go about things, because there's people that have been in this way longer than I have and had to have, you know, and have dealt with the same issues that some of us deal with every day. So um, it's nice because there's, yeah, so many great people out here. Um, and kind of wrapping this up before we get into a little bit of USARK talk, but where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
Hopefully still doing this, you know,
Yeah.
and probably being able to educate more and
Okay.
you know, like I said, not so much as a business, probably more as an education, and keep doing this, you know, keep supporting, keep showing love.
Yeah. Now, do you plan on doing like a podcast or any sort of thing like that, or
uh
putting out videos every week or something like that?
I've thought about it, you know, probably not a podcast,
Yeah.
but just probably like a weekly news where I,
Okay.
you know, the different podcasts that are going on. uh
Yeah.
you know, I'm not too much of a podcast guy. I'm more if
I feel that it's.
I
I
do
think.
anything, it'll probably be something like that, you know.
Yeah, I think we all have our own place, and we're all trying to find like a purpose in all this, because like this is what we love to do. We love the animals, we love the people around it, and you know, whether you're trying to go big, you know, like trying to be the next Canova, or trying to be the next Billy, or whatever, or if you're just trying to keep it at a hobby level, like there's nothing wrong with that. We all have our own sort of place, and that's what I love about the community too, is you can reach out to some of these people that have been doing it for 10, 20 plus years, and you'll get a response from them. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I love, especially like Billy. Is he will answer your questions. He will hop on people's lives, and I love that. So let's see. So is there anything that you would like us to know about USARK Florida? How can we get involved? Why should we get involved? Is there anything that you want to kind of say about that?
Yeah, we need to remember that we love these animals, and if we don't have someone standing up for them, then we're in danger of losing them. And more than just donations, they need memberships, and always showing strength in numbers, and not just USARK Florida too. Florida, it's a state that everybody looks as an example. So whatever they try to do here, they try to mimic other places. So even if you're not in Florida, it's important to support USARK Florida. Make sure that you're up to date on the news, on the alerts that they throw out. Make sure you're subscribed to their YouTube channels, their Instagrams, their Facebook, so that you could be in touch, knowing what's going on. And most importantly, be a member. Even if you're not a breeder, if you're just a hobbyist, even if you just have one reptile or one, not even if you even have any exotic pet, mammal, bird, whatever it is, fish, you should be a member. Just know that they're out there, they're going in and fighting for us and our animals and our rights to be able to keep them, and we don't ever want to lose that. So it's important to support them, not only when there's a law about to be passed or anything, it's all the time. We don't want to be at the last minute, everybody joining and supporting and sharing stuff. It got to be all the time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And thank you for saying that, because it is important to get involved, and to do everything you can to how do I put it, to make aware the situations that are going on throughout the country. Because Florida's one of those big states where it's like they're making all these laws, and they're banning all these different animals. Whether you agree with it or not, like, it's not just Florida that they're attacking. It's they attack Florida, then they're gonna go for California, then they're gonna go for all these other states in between, and then they're gonna try to hit Texas and all this and that, where it's like, in 10 years, what are we going to be able to own? You know what I mean? But we might be able to prevent a lot of those things that are going to happen, because I think most of us are responsible keepers. Yeah, there might be some bad people, but it's those bad examples that are the ones that are the whole reason why they're trying to make a law against it. One person lets out a Burmese python in Florida, and all of a sudden, there's 5,000 or something. You know what I mean? So it kind of sucks, but we can come together and really do what's best for our community. And so everybody, make sure you're involved, because we do need to fight together. We do need to stick together and stay strong. And
make sure you're being a responsible keeper. Make sure that if you are a breeder, that you educate the buyer, especially if they're a first-time buyer.
Yeah.
Educate them on the proper keeping of it, and also educate them on USARK and how to become member and how that could help them later on. I can't imagine having my animals taken away. So it's not just about me and my animals. It's a lot of us. So we all need to stick together. We all need to be supportive of each other and of USARK and USARK Florida. just make sure that we're taking the time to educate more people about it, you know.
Mm-hmm. So real quick, I just want to give Ashley and Nikita a shout out. So right, definitely catch the replay. This has been a really good live. Definitely, honestly, this might be one of my favorite ones, man. You know, and then we got Shane up in here. I know Shane's on vacation in Colorado. He's like 3 hours from me right now, so I can't really go and see him. But everybody, if you guys are coming into this show a little bit late or catching the tail end of it, make sure you do watch back this show. Kique is an amazing person with lots of insight, lots of positivity, lots of love to share to everybody. And man, dude, I love having you on, bro. I remember the first time that you ever went on camera. I think it was on Nicole's live. Is that right?
Yeah.
And you've come such a long way since then. And I know you've been, you know, now when I think people invite you on, you're not as hesitant. Because I have seen you on probably 4 or 5 different podcasts, maybe. So we all appreciate you. And thank you for getting out of your comfort zone to be able to do this stuff, because it is somewhat important for someone like you to be on those front lines, spreading that love, man, and really kind of building up our community. And we need more people like you. So I think with that said, Kique, I think we're going to wrap it up. We're going to end it. Is there anything else that you want to leave with the community? Like, what is something positive that you wish everybody watching this could take away from you?
The main thing is show love. Show love to everybody. Like, support. Don't do it with any intentions other than to show love. You know, it's important. It's important. You don't know who's going through something tough at home or their business or anything, and you show them a little bit of love, and that makes their day, and that just makes everything worthwhile. I think that's what this community is about. You know, I refuse to see or hear anything negative about this community, because I've seen nothing but positive, and I've seen nothing but awesome, beautiful people. And just show love to each other, because Bosa loves everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, dude, thank you so much, dude. You're amazing. You're awesome. Everybody loves you. I think you have a huge future in this hobby, in this industry. Just keeping you, man. And everybody, make sure you show somebody some love today. Call someone up tomorrow. Let them know that you love them. I just want to put this out here real quick. Next week, I have Adam Shira from Proper Royals on my show. Awesome, dude. Without this guy, I probably would not be doing podcasting, and I wouldn't know half of you. So make sure you guys tune in. He's an awesome dude, super analytical, super fascinating to talk to. He knows his stuff. So make sure you guys tune in for that next week. And with that said, Kique, we're going to end it. Just stay behind the stage for real quick. I'm going to play this video, and we are out.
Put your name with a heart and a crown, because that's exactly what you are, a queen.
Bosa, you there?
Hey, I'm Aaron Barbosa from Bosaballz, better known as Bosa, and I'm next up. You know, on Instagram, I share the stuff on the stories, and some people watch it, some don't. And I mean, if I could get one person to go over to your podcast, to Key's podcast, to Lady Tiz, if it's one person, I'm like, you know, hey, that's good. You know, can you survive 5 whole minutes? The passion grew, the love grew, and at the same time, it helped me concentrate, lifted me up. I found a place of peace. This is my snake room. I call it my place of peace. I want to give a shout out to everyone.